you very much for this extremely warm and kind welcome. It gives me great pleasure to be here. It is, can I say, the last appointment I have in my. I really am very, very pleased. And I think why I decided to join this session is because I felt that the motto or the aim of this Congress, namely the promotion of education, is one of the most important promotions. Actually, when you look at the SDGs, I would say this SDG number 4, which aims at inclusive and equitable quality education and lifelong learning opportunities for all, is maybe the most important of all SDGs. When you look at other SDGs like poverty reduction, good health, gender equality, and climate action, we have to be clear and become aware of the fact that they can't be reached without education. You need education on every level in order to solve the problems which we are facing nowadays. And that's why also the right to education is enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, I think we all agree that the world has become more complicated. Dr. Zaidi just spoke of happy neighborhood nations, which I think is a very beautiful wording for a phenomenon which we in Europe have aimed for after the Second World War, and quite successfully so. But when you look at Europe, we have in our immediate neighborhood a war going on, a war about land, territory, and where people die, where people flee, where people suffer from hunger. Now in the winter it's very cold. Ukraine and Russia, it's a sad story, and therefore I think this idea of promote peace and promote humanity, as you put it, Dr. Zaidi, is very important. Now in this very much more complicated world than before, I think education is even more important. Look at what we face when it comes to climate change, how important it is that we understand the challenges of climate change, how important it is to solve the problems that are caused by climate change. And this country, India, is very hit by climate change in very many ways. So this is all a good reason to educate. Now, as I said, we have to make sure that all girls and boys get a complete, free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education by 2030, as the SDG claims or wants it to be achieved. And also very important, to ensure that equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university, is guaranteed. I think we are on a good way, actually. And when you look at India, I think India has made an enormous progress over the last decades. But we have also to we have also to realize that worldwide the education sector is facing an increasing number of challenges. We have in all countries, including mine, a large number of dropouts, school dropouts, which is bad, and we have to work on it that this phenomenon stops. We have still 600 million children and adolescents worldwide that are unable to attain minimum proficiency levels in reading and mathematics, even though 2/3 of them are in school, but schools are not good enough, so we need also to improve that. So I think, again, I have to say India has started the right to free and compulsory education for children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. Since 2010, I think a huge progress has been made, and that's great. But now the last challenge we faced when it comes to education was, of course, COVID and the pandemic, which led to a hit in educational skills. We have, all across the world, in Europe as well as in South Asia, shrinking in skills in reading and arithmetic with kids after 3 years of limited schooling or online schooling. That's a very, very bad development, and we should try to make up to it. So I'm of the opinion that internationalization does play a big role in education, and it's very fundamental to develop critical thinking skills. Students coming home, coming back to their home country, they bring with them new perspectives, new experiences, and also tools to work together on global challenges. We in Europe, we have this wonderful program, it's called Erasmus program, where the European Union gives little grants for students who, at least for 1 year or even half a year, go to a university in another country, and that has proven to be very, very educational and extremely interesting and also enriching for people, and it basically brings the whole continent together on a very good personal level also. It's very important that happy neighboring nations also have this people-to-people contact, and that people have friends across the border. So let me say a word on India and Germany in this context. We have a very, very close and long-standing partnership when it comes to secondary and tertiary education. I think this partnership between your country and mine is exemplary in many ways. Just to give you one figure, we have 35,000 students from India in Germany right now, and the number is growing, and they are very welcome in Germany. German universities are very, very happy to receive Indian students who have an excellent reputation, who basically excel in many, many ways, and we want this number to increase, and we are working hard on that. By now, Indians form already the second largest group of international students in Germany. And we have also in Delhi the German Center for Research and Innovation. It's a one-stop shop for everybody who is interested in pursuing higher studies in research in Germany. It's a very, very lively and vibrant center, and all of you who want to reach out to or plan to spend time researching or studying in Germany, reach out to them. It is very, very important that countries get together on this level in order to promote education on every level, and I think even, as I said, the internationalization of education is very important here. So I think we should all try to make education better, and each and every country has a task to fulfill here. And we want schools to be better, we want kids to be better educated, and we should do the utmost, and the most original and creative thinking should go into this education program and the education skills of countries. And I think we should also work closely together between nations in order to find out how to educate best and how to promote education skills and knowledge across the world. I therefore want to congratulate the Youth for Human Rights India for this very, very important event, for its commendable work towards strengthening the UN framework here and the promotion of UNHDR and its efforts to inspire our youth to work towards the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. Thank you, guys.